And covering over it with your accent eye color not only just is really great for the look of it, but it also just gives it that much more staying power. Okay. And then I'm just kind of blending it here. And you don't have to worry too much about making a mess underneath because as you'll see, when you're doing your highlighting and contouring and all that, there's a really easy way to just do like a quick cleanup of whatever has fallen, you know, under the eye and onto the cheek. Okay, so there's the look so far. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara. If you want really, really voluminous lashes, one little tip is to use our Lash Love, or I really like our Lash Love Lengthening because it helps your lashes to grow. And so you just do a layer of Lash Love, and you can do it in brown or black. If you like to do minking with your lashes, where you do the brown first and then you tip with black, then you can do that. And then I tend to only do the Lash Love on the bottom because I don't like a lot of thick lashes on the bottom, but I do like to accentuate them a little bit. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. So yeah, that looks fun. That was a good going out nighttime look, right? Okay, so here is the Ultimate Mascara. And of course, you're supposed to get a new mascara every 3 months. You got to replace your mascara every 3 months to make sure that not only are you getting the quality of application, but just that it's clean, because just the natural bacteria and things like that that grow on your lashes build up. So every 2 to 3 months, you want to get a new mascara. I love our Ultimate because it just gives thick, voluminous lashes with one application. I don't have to go back and back and back and back over and over and do a ton of lashes. So most days I just do Ultimate, but again, if you're wanting just the more thick, dramatic, you can do the layering. Okay, so here's my newest, most favorite tip. This is our Shade 3 highlighting pen, the Mary Kay highlighting pen. And the reason that we use Shade 3 is because it has a peach undertone. So I did already do my yellow concealer, especially around on any blemishes or on my nose, things like that. But what's really cool about this highlighting pen is that the peach really does camouflage better than anything else I've ever even tried the dark circles. And the trick is if you're applying it just kind of by itself, then you actually would just mix it with your foundation or concealer shade. So whatever your foundation or concealer shade is, you're just going to mix it with that. I'm actually going to be doing some contouring and highlighting here in just a second, so I'm going to be covering it up with my foundation so I don't really have to mix it. Okay. All right, so I'd like to go ahead and do that. But look, you can even see now depending on your skin tone, you may be able to get away with just doing that, but on most skin tones, it's gonna look pretty peachy. So that's why we mix it. So now I'm gonna do some cheeks. And this look recommends the Strawberry Cream, which I actually already have because it's one of my favorite shades. I do Strawberry Cream and Citrus Bloom are my two biggest. I love the Shy Blush, but cheeks are really in, and it really does help to draw attention to your eyes and just give your skin a healthy glow. So I honestly don't like to have a ton of things, so I'm kind of a minimalist. So I like just having 2 shades. So that way with the Strawberry Cream and the Citrus Bloom, I've got myself covered with a warm one and a pink one. Okay, so there are my cheeks. So now I'm gonna do a little bit of some highlighting and contouring so that you can see how to do that. Okay, so it's just kind of a little bonus feature on this video. So I'm taking the Mary Kay bronzer, and I absolutely love our new bronzer. So if you haven't tried this one yet, please give it a shot. It's fantastic. And then I just am going to do the bronzer here. And then you can even go along the top of your forehead if you just want to make, if you feel like you have kind of a big forehead, which I kind of do. My hair, you know, depending on how I'm doing my hair, usually my hair is just kind of pushed back, to be honest with you. I don't do a whole lot of styling. I just kind of curl it and it just kind of lands wherever it's going to go. But this is something that you can do to make your forehead look a little smaller, is to just kind of do some bronzing along the hairline. Then you go underneath the cheekbone. You can even do that if it helps you, but honestly, I just don't have cheekbones so that are prominent, so I pretty much just have to fake it anyway. And then that's just going to go underneath, so see what that does. You can even just see the difference from one side to the other. And I'm just going to go right underneath. And I actually just kind of squeeze my powder brush a little bit just to give it a little more control and a little bit more of a defined line. And you can just kind of play with it. To be honest with you, you can do you know, your blush first, or you can do it second. It doesn't really matter. I tend to kind of do my blush last, but after I've done some contouring. But if you want to get just kind of a feel of where your cheeks and where your blush is going to go first, then that's fine too. And then I go along the side of my nose here, and the side of my nose here. Okay, so you can see already what that's doing. Now you can see the line right there. So what I tend to do, I feel like my nose sometimes can look a little bit broad, and you actually kind of go underneath along here. So if I were to do it with my liquid foundation and be more specific, I would literally draw a line here and here, and then here. So depending on, like, if you feel like the ball of your nose is a little bit bigger than you want it to be, so you're just going to do that bronzer there, okay? And then a little bit underneath the mouth, and that's going to help your lips to just pout like that, okay? And then you can go along the jawline. So this is basically, you're doing a 3. 1, 2, like you're drawing a 3, okay? And what this does is it helps to just give you a more oval shape. So you can actually, depending on your face shape, you would differentiate a little bit of where you contour. So if you have a square face, but the whole idea is that the perfect face shape, which of course, I don't agree that there's any such thing, but kind of what the most flattering face shape or whatever is supposed to be the oval face. And so depending on the natural shape of your face, what you're doing is you're bringing forward and then you're bringing backward with the contouring to thin the face and accentuate the cheekbones, the eyes, and all that. So you can already see a pretty big difference on, what that looks like. It's so funny. I actually was just playing with this the other day, and TJ walked in, and we just took kind of a fun little snapshot. We literally were just down in the bathroom floor. And it was so funny because I posted it just because it was a cute picture with TJ, and I got more compliments on that picture, and it was just hysterical because I had just contoured. And I was like, okay, obviously this makes a difference. And I was like, oh, you look so gorgeous. So I would say that contouring works. So now you can take the same concealer brush and use your foundation. Now what I do is I put beige 4 on my entire face, and then I do beige 1 where I'm highlighting. And so it's that same undertone, and it's basically the color that I am at my very lightest, or maybe even a shade lighter. Okay, and you're just gonna go kind of like a pie shape. So you can see what I'm doing to the top, and then all the way up around the eye. Okay, and then so not only is this highlighting, but it's cleaning up, and then you're just going to do like a little 45-degree angle Nike swoosh. Okay, and you can see what that does is it actually helps to define the eye makeup and give it a definite line, and it's actually, some people call it the 1 minute or 2 minute eye lift, because I think the older we get, the more noticeable the difference when you do it. But okay, so there, we've highlighted that side. And now I'm just going to do the other side. Okay. And it generally doesn't take me this long to do my eye makeup, or to do my makeup period. But just, you know, kind of talking through it and playing with different products and doing it on my floor definitely adds a couple minutes. So don't feel like, oh my goodness, you know, that's great, but I don't have 30 minutes to do my eye makeup every day. First of all, I don't do all of this every day. On my mommy days, I am a CC cream and mascara girl. When I'm just going to be, you know, dropping them off and picking them up and going to the park and doing all that. But, okay. So look at, you can see, and I'm in the natural light, but look at how it just automatically makes it look like I am in professional lighting. So this is the difference between our everyday look and what the movie stars, you know, makeup is. So again, now you can use an actual highlighter. Our highlighting pen shade 2 is great if you have a skin tone similar to mine. If you're super fair, then you can do the highlighting pen shade 1, and if you're darker, then the highlighting pen shade 4. But honestly, I just feel like I can even just do this lighter shade of my foundation, and it just gets the job done. So I don't want my nose to look bigger. So you just kind of do a really thin line. Okay, there we go. All right, so last thing with the spring stuff is lips. And what I decided to play with today is because I know everyone's going to go for the sun-baked because it's less intimidating. And it is, it's really pretty. I already sold one, the first person that tried it, but it is really pretty. But I'm actually going to try the, what's this one called? Exotic Orchid. So, and that's what I have on my toast, so that'll be fun. But before I do, I use the Camel lip liner as a contouring. I do it on just the outer edge of my mouth. So this is to help actually make my lips look fuller. And it's going to define the lip, but it's really about creating kind of a shadow, and then you just blend it really well. That's where I got my fingers before okay. So you're really not supposed to see it, but see how it just created a fuller looking lip? So this is caramel. Depending on your skin tone, you might do a different shade, but that's the one that I use. So you could use a neutral or a chocolate if you're bronze skin tone. And then I am using the soft blush, the Mary Kay Soft Blush Lip Liner, and I'm just filling in. So in the beauty book, or the lookbook, sorry, she did the sun-baked with a neutral lip liner. But I want to try something a little bit more bold for you guys to see. So here we go. And to be honest with you, I don't tend to wear a lot of lip color, so it's actually a little intimidating to me too. That goes on so nice. It feels really good. And it doesn't take a lot. Look at how. There we go. Okay, so before and after. You can also highlight here. I'm going to do a whole other video another time on specifically highlighting and contouring, but there you have it. So now go and play with the spring products. Check it out on marykay.com, and if you're one of my customers, you can go to marykay.com/rdanforth and make it a beautiful day. Bye-bye.